Greetings and welcome to Small Business Power, the show that's all about helping more people recognize the true power of small business to create new solutions, not only in business, but our communities too. I'm Cheyenne Kramer, and this is my better half.
Don Kramer. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a blessed day like we are.
Absolutely. We just love being out here in the warmer temperatures down south. And we're hoping and praying that our internet connection is going to hang with us today. It's already starting to look a little flaky. I think it's getting to be there's too many people coming into Florida now.
Yes.
It will mess with that connection for sure. But anyhow, today's topic, we want to talk about the idea of the power of putting heart and soul back into business. Does that sound like something we need?
Yes, we definitely need it. Big time.
Absolutely. So, what does that mean to you? Putting heart and soul into business. There's a couple of things that kind of come right off the top of my head. And if we go back into many, many years ago, most of the people I think that did business, especially in the small business world, there was a lot of people who strive to be honest and have good integrity, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
I know you
Definitely.
like watching those old Wild West shows. That's what popped into my head. I mean, a lot of the people who ran businesses back in the Wild West, they were trying to earn a good living and
Yep.
at the same
Honest one.
time, honest one and have good relationships with people.
Hmm.
So that's definitely part of heart and soul in business. There's no doubt about it. But in more recent years, our conversation has been a lot around the whole concept of having some kind of a purpose or a mission as part of your business. Do you think that's important these days?
It's got to be. It definitely has to be.
Oh my goodness, we have so many challenges going on out here all over the place. And we just encourage people to try to figure out how can you connect a purpose, a mission of some sort into your business because there's a lot of needs out here. And there's no reason that business can't be serving the community at the same time that it's providing very valuable sources, resources, products, and services to us as individuals. So, there's another component to all of this though that comes to my mind too right now. And I think it's related to giving in our
That's
businesses.
right.
How important is it to have things where we are actually training people in business these days?
Well, training people have to learn something. I have to say, um, our schools are not really teaching kids to go out and be business owners.
Oh my goodness, no.
They're teaching them to be, I guess, laborers. And they have to kids have to think more. I think you'll be more successful even if you go get a job if you know how to run a business.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And thanks for stopping by, Dot. Great to see you here
Yep.
today. Well, definitely creating more opportunities for people to be trained in your business is one of those ways that we can put more heart and soul into business because there's so many people I see online right now who are complaining about the fact that everybody wants somebody to hire that already comes with a bunch of experience. But guess what? That's part of our challenge today is that we have a lot of inexperienced people and businesses who are not willing to train. So that becomes that's about heart and soul, being
Mhm.
willing to help other people learn the skill sets that will also benefit our business owners. That's why we're in the process of creating a pre-apprenticeship program because there's so many of our younger generations who first of all don't even know about the trades. They don't know that the trades is a great place to be looking at a career path. They Many of them are dealing with trauma at least from the last 2 years if not before that. And many of them want to be business owners, and guess what? A lot of the business owners that we've met in the trades are very enthusiastic about training young people And they like the idea that some of them may learn the skill and then move on to become business owners themselves. Because a lot of people in the trades are telling us, hey, if somebody wants to learn from us, start their own business and move on, well, heck, we would probably really love to have them come on back as a subcontractor to
That's
us.
right.
So, that is a big piece of what we're putting into our pre-apprenticeship program is we are definitely going to be teaching entrepreneurial skills, communication skills, health and wellness, empowerment. All of that is huge. And yeah, Dot, we didn't even know pre-apprentice was a thing until about 3 or 4 weeks ago when
Yeah.
we met with somebody in North Carolina who heads up apprenticeship programs. And she told us there's actually government funding available for pre apprenticeship programs. So that is a really exciting thing for us. And one of the reasons why we're putting one together. What's your thoughts, hon?
Well, it's all new, and I think we got a kind of like an inside track on this because, like you said, you have talked to the lady that's in charge of the apprenticeship program in North Carolina, and
Yep.
she loves your idea in creating this pre-apprentice program, teaching people about soft skills.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, being willing to teach and train and mentor is a huge part of putting heart and soul back into business, adding some kind of a purpose or a mission that you are on that somehow you can help in the community. And sometimes that may even be being the mentor or the having the apprenticeship program in your business. That is a huge way to be able to help in the community. Why in the world not? And then, of course, the third piece that I really want to mention here today is, it is also the truth that small business owners are some of the best problem solvers on the planet. We have to be, right?
Yes, there's not a lot of channels to go through to solve a problem with a small business owner.
That's
Not
right.
like large businesses. You may have to go for 2 months through different channels. And where a small business can probably solve something in a couple of days at the most,
If yeah, not if
if
not
that
less.
usually less, to go to a large business to try and government's even worse.
Oh
I'm
my goodness.
sorry. Excuse
this
me.
this is true. This is true. If it's to be, it's up to me, right? That
Yeah.
that's what
Well,
our problem
I can
solving's
I can
about.
refer back to my business when I had copiers after hours.
Hmm.
Usually we could solve a problem in minutes.
This is true because you were the boss.
Yeah. And I've worked for other companies, and it would take, even though they weren't large, it could take weeks.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
that's just too much time.
It's ridiculous.
That's why small business have the inside track.
They do in terms of flexibility and problem solving. But here's the other piece that we just need to put out here to at least put into people's brains because I believe it's the small business community that has the best ability to solve problems in our community. I know Dot Wiggins agrees with this because she's out here working on solving problems in her community all the
That's
time.
true.
And we absolutely appreciate the work that she
She does
does.
great work.
But our goal is, and Dot actually took part in a program we did a few years back in Raleigh. And, our big vision is to have more of those events where we bring small business owners together and get them brainstorming on how to solve the problems in the community. That is another huge way that entrepreneurs can put heart and soul into their business, caring enough about the community to come together, create a community based mastermind that now can work on solving some of the problems that we know there's these people out here who are supposedly paid to solve these problems. But if we're going to sit and wait for them, I don't know about that. How's that been working for us?
That's all I'm gonna do is laugh. That's the best thing I can say.
Good
Goodbye.
response. Good response. No doubt about that. Yeah. So, one of the sayings you came up with recently, I have been repeating over and over and over, and it's going to get repeated a whole lot more. We need to stop waiting for something outside of us to create the miracles. You know, we're sometimes we're waiting on God. Please, God, create this miracle here, make things all better. Sometimes we're waiting on some other entity. I hate to say the word politicians, but oh my God, something like that. We're waiting all the time
Uh,
for these outside entities to create the miracle. But who's the miracle, honey?
look in the mirror, you'll see it.
That's right. You hold up a mirror. If you need to, get your camera out and turn on the camera, look in the camera and recognize that you are the miracle we're waiting for.
Yep.
We are the miracle we're waiting for.
So your creator created one already. You.
That's it.
And since you were created by a creator, why aren't you creating?
And when we create together, it's so much more powerful. Napoleon Hills talked about it in Think and Grow Rich, the power of a mastermind. It multiplies the thinking ability of a group. I can have great ideas. You can have great ideas. Dot can have great ideas.
Everybody.
But when we come together as a group and we start brainstorming together, it's like, even the Bible says, when two or more are gathered in my name, I'm there as well. So all of a sudden, we have the ability to pull in more creative ideas, more ways to solve problems. That's a huge way that businesses can put more heart and soul back into the community. Because my personal opinion is that our systems in society have become heartless. Would you agree?
Definitely.
There is no heart, there is no soul there at this point in time. There's so much anger, there's so much chaos, we have so much violence, we have so much division. It's time for that to end. But it ain't going to end by waiting for everybody out there. It has to begin with us.
And
we are the miracle.
Start within you. You are exactly the miracle. No ifs and ands.
No ifs and ands. So that's what we had to share with y'all today, is we're trying to get people to think a little bit more, to understand that it's up to us to put heart and soul back into our communities, back into our societies, back into our business. And if it's to be, it's up to us.
Right.
We hope you'll join us. Reach out to us. You can find us LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, all over the place. And, let's figure out how we can be the change that the world is waiting to see. Have a fabulous week, everybody. We'll see you again next week.
Bye-bye, everyone.